Hello gamers from around the world, this is Archimedes, the video game enthusiast from Germany, with a breaking news video about some mind-blowing graphics that have been revealed from the Xbox game studio Ninja Theory. About a year ago, Ninja Theory, who are well known for the Hellblade series, have announced that they have a second project in the making, a psychological horror thriller called Project Mara. And in breaking news we have gotten a first glimpse into some mind-blowing graphics. On Monday, January 18th, they have uploaded to their YouTube channel another episode of a development diary going into how they create assets and graphics and art for that upcoming project. Of course, you can find the link in the description below. And the super interesting thing about this is not only the technology that they are using and the mind-blowing graphics that they have shown, but also that this is a technology that they can use for the already announced Hellblade 2, the other big AAA game that they are working on. And so we are going to have a look into the graphics that have been shown and the technology that they are using. And we discuss what it means for Hellblade 2 and other Xbox Game Studio development projects. But before we go through all of these infos, I want to ask you for a favor. If you end up liking this video, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button and consider turning on the notification bell. This helps my channel more than you think and I would really appreciate your support. Okay, and now let's have a look into some mind-blowing graphics. Ninja Theory are uploading a development diary from projects of their studio every once in a while. We already have gotten, for instance, a look into how they create assets in Iceland for Hellblade 2, and this time they went into more detail how they create ultra-realistic graphics for Project Mara. We really don't know much about the game itself, besides that it's a psychological horror thriller that investigates different psychological troubles. Now, in this latest development diary, they revealed that the game will take place in a single apartment and that they had the goal to recreate that apartment as realistically as possible. For that to happen, they went into how they need to create textures with a lot of details. And the interesting thing here is that they talked about how they investigated surfaces of different materials and wanted to recreate the 3D nature of every surface. Meaning, if you zoom into a surface long enough, every flat surface becomes a 3D model. And they had to find a way to capture that 3D nature of every surface. To achieve that goal, they built their own scanner to scan different materials and create super realistic 3D models of materials. And with that they can build super realistic surfaces for the game and every other project in the studio. Now, these scanning techniques are not particularly new. Quixel have been doing it for a while now with their mega scans. Those are used for ultra realistic landscapes, scanning flora and fauna and other environmental materials. For instance, Ninja Theory have talked in their last development diary that they went with Quixel to Iceland to scan the environment for Hellblade 2. Now, the technique that they have described for Project Mara is more in the little details that occur when you zoom into materials. For instance, little hairs or skin parts or certain materials or water drops or metal and so on. All those little details that occur and can be seen when you look at the material very closely. Okay, now of course we can ask the question, is it really necessary to have the ability to zoom into materials this closely? And the answer here is not easy. It probably depends on the lighting technology that you want to use in the game. For those who follow my channel for a while, remember probably my video about what ray tracing actually is and how it works. The thing about ray tracing is that you need as many details about a certain surface of a material as possible in order to calculate the light as realistically as it is required. And this is now just my educated guess. Ninja Theory will probably use ray tracing in that and other games, and therefore they achieve two things with this technology. First, they create all the informations that they need to bounce light with ray tracing of surfaces in a physical correct way. So they gain the necessary information with that scanning technology. The second thing is that they create texture assets that do not get blurry when you get closer and closer. And if you think that you have heard that before, you are absolutely right. During the presentation of the Unreal Engine 5, Epic talked about their nanite technology, where they basically have ultra high resolution textures behind their materials in order to create a super realistic surface. And guess which engine Ninja Theory is using? Exactly, the Unreal Engine 5. And they use it not just for Project Mara, but also for the announced announced Hellblade 2. And when they revealed in December 2019 the first trailer for Hellblade 2, they said that the trailer was captured in-engine. At the time it was really not thinkable that we get graphics that looked this good, like in the trailer. But with the latest development diary update from Ninja Theory, we can really see that in-engine technology that looks so realistic. Another thing that was revealed during the development diary was how they scanned the environment via LiDAR technology. Yes, exactly that LiDAR technology that is also used in the automotive industry. With that technology they get all the proportions and the dimensions of objects super correct, which also helps a lot to make the game world look more realistic and therefore more immersive. And they talked about how they created their own tools to procedurally generate texture assets and little details for the environment. And that is particularly interesting because it speeds up their development process. And since it's an automated process, the technology can be used for other projects as well. And they confirmed that during their deep dive. Now, this is something that has me really excited because this procedurally generated textures and details can again also be used for Hellblade 2. In case you haven't noticed, one of my most anticipated Xbox games. So even though they talked in this video a lot about Project Mara, I think we will also have a real looker with Hellblade 2 and some incredible looking textures coming. So even though the Hellblade 2 trailer from a year ago was not gameplay running on our systems, it was captured in engine, and I don't think that the real gameplay will be that far off from what we've already seen. And in addition to that, let's not forget that all the 23 Xbox game studios share technology across their teams. For instance, recently it was revealed that the foliage that was used in the Gears Hivebuster DLC will also be used in Fable. And to think that this incredible technology from Ninja Theory is now being shared across all the other studios that can take advantage and or optimize even further is something that we gamers will benefit from in the big projects that are coming. But with that, I want to come to an end of this video. This was a super interesting development diary from Ninja Theory that revealed some absolutely incredible looking graphics, and I can't wait to finally see Hellblade 2 and Project Mara running on the Xbox Series X. The big question is of course, when will those games come out? And I think especially for Project Mara we shouldn't hold our breath. That game is probably a 22 if not a 23 title. As for Hellblade 2, well, we know the game runs in Unreal Engine 5, which is released to developers in spring this year. We also know that the game has been a bit more than 3.5 years in the making, and I could see that game coming end of 21 or spring of 2022. Ninja Theory has already published a development diary about Hellblade 2 a while ago, and it didn't sound to me that the game is in super early development. But at this point all we can do is speculate, and we will have to wait a little bit longer until Microsoft shows us more. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and consider sharing this out to other gamers. I would greatly appreciate it. And let me know in the comments below, what do you say about the shown graphics from Project Mara? Are you as excited for Hellblade 2 as I am? And besides here on YouTube, you can also hit me up on Twitter, where I share a lot of opinions and gaming discussions. But for now, thank you very much for watching, I see you the next time, and game on!